Hey everybody, Jeppy here, and today we're going to be going over my favorite Galactic Assault maps here in Battlefront 2. So as I was doing this, a couple things I wanted to go over is, holy crap, there are 13 maps for Galactic Assault, so we got to speed this intro up. Also, another thing is I was trying to get gameplay for this for hours and hours and hours, trying to get a Galactic Assault map on every single map, and it got to the point where I was just spending way too much time cycling through lobbies, and it was getting so inconvenient. So what I did is I actually did go into arcade, and some gameplay footage is from arcade as well. So bear with me. I was trying to get all Galactic Assault maps, but I just wasn't able to do it. I'm sure you guys don't mind. And then also another thing, I wanted to shout out my Twitch. Go follow me over there because we're having a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying my new setup. And I got a new bot on there, so I'm trying to really get things going over there. And also follow me on Instagram as well. I'll have that pop up on the screen. Another thing too for Twitch is I'm having a hard time trying to stick to a schedule because I do work at a hospital and our shifts vary all the time from day to day. It's like I can't do like a 9 to 5 where I know I'll be home at like 7 o'clock or something every weekday. So the best bet to catch me on a stream is to either follow me on Instagram so that I can let you know when I go live, or turn on notifications if you do follow me on Twitch. Okay, with all that out of the way, we're going to head on to number 13, and that is going to be at the very bottom, Takodana. So I've always hated this map. I was going to put it bluntly. I always hated this map. I used to play on console, now I have a PC, but man, does this map like irk me sometimes. It is so hard for the First Order to catch that first objective. Now, they made it a little easier with the changes they did a couple months ago, but I still think you are pretty much out of luck if you don't have an ATST or a hero on the board. Or if you don't control the left part of the map, there's just no way you're gonna catch it. Jakku was coming in at number 12. Jakku has always been kind of like a meh map to me, and I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It's kind of just like your typical desert planet. Not much going on. The scenery's not amazing. The gameplay doesn't really wow me or anything. And I don't know, man. Jakku is just one of the maps where I just don't really have too much fun on it. Let me know what you guys think. And then this one really bums me because it's such a good map in some ways and it looks amazing. But Geonosis is coming in at number 11. And, oh man, it's so good. I know DICE put so much effort into it, and it just looks amazing, but man, is it just a sniper's paradise. Like, you really, if you're not running a sniper, or if you're not in one of the vehicles, you're putting yourself at a massive disadvantage. Heroes can hardly play on this map besides, like, Leia. It's just, I know they put so much work into it, but sometimes I just cry when I get this map popping up. And coming in at number 10, I have Crate. Crate is actually a good map. I'm gonna say anything from Crate on, I actually genuinely enjoy playing. Ever since I moved over to PC, it has gotten, I like it so much more now. I am starting to become a pretty decent sniper. I got a cute little strategy on there that I do all the time. Crate started off kind of rocky. I don't think the community really liked it at first. But now that we're 2 years past release date, I think Crate is becoming a fan favorite now. I feel like the First Order has a better job sniping on there. I think it's easier. It's kind of harder for the rebels. Once you get inside, you have that close quarters combat, and I like the dynamic where you have to actually shoot down those pillar things instead of actually having to catch something. It's just a new dynamic, and I like it. And then coming at number 9, we have Hoth. Man, I wanted to put this one higher on my list, but sometimes I just really hate playing this map. It's actually, believe it or not, for me at least, hard for the Empire to win. I feel like the rebels, I mean, obviously, I don't think I've ever shot down one of the ATs. I don't think the rebels ever won in the first phase. But once you get inside, I feel like it's just a rebel's paradise. It's so hard for the Empire to win. You have to have like a really good Vader or like a Palpatine or boss, someone who's just dominating to actually get through that first objective and then catch the 3 objectives while your reinforcements are low at the very end. It's just really hard, and man, I like sniping, but I couldn't put this any higher. And coming in at number 8, I'm actually going to put Endor there. Endor is like a weird map for me sometimes, where sometimes I have a really good experience on it, and sometimes I have a terrible experience on it. I really just think it goes down to, is the enemy team good or not? Are you on the rebels and you're constantly having to deal with ATSDs? Kind of stuff like that. I like the beginning part of it where you have to catch the 3 objectives. I think it's kind of like a good challenge for the rebels. The beginning section, I just find it just so annoying. I feel like I never get any kills while I'm in the middle section when you're walking down the AT-AT. I feel like it's just like a waste of time. Nothing really happens for me. The ending part is cool though. It's really hard for the rebels to win though. I just feel like the Empire usually wins on the map, at least for me. I don't know, maybe I need to be a better rebel. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't put it any higher. Endor's coming in at number 8. And coming at number 7, this is actually going to surprise some of you guys. I'm putting Starkiller Base at number 7. So I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Starkiller Base sucks. But I really do enjoy this map. It's good for sniping at the beginning. Once you move inside, like, it just becomes such a better map. Like, I just love fighting inside Starkiller Base. Another thing, too, is I hardly ever get this map. So I feel like it's kind of like a rare treat for me to be able to play it. And I don't know about you guys, but I actually really do enjoy it. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Yavin 4. Not much to say about Yemen 4. I mean, it's kind of like an Endor with like the tree scenery, but I think it just looks amazing. And I think it plays better than Endor. Where I feel like Endor's beginning maps are beginning part of the map and the ending I really like. I don't like the middle part where you're just walking the ATT or the AT-AT down. The Yavin 4, I feel like it's throughout the whole match, I'm having fun, even while you're trying to actually raid the base, and it's really tight corners, and that's where heroes really shine in there. I don't know, man. I like Yavin 4 a lot. And then coming in at number 5, which is, I would say, a flex pick for me. I really couldn't decide where to put it. But as I was ranking the maps, I actually ended up putting this higher than I thought it would. It's coming in at Tatooine. So some people don't really like the map, but I actually find it pretty fun. I really like the beginning. But yeah, you really do have to clear out that cantina. And then once you progress on from there, I feel like it's a good 50-50 match. I feel like if the Empire makes it all the way to the end, they have a good chance of winning. And the Rebels, like, if they're able to somewhat hold on, if you get a good hero or anything like that, you actually have a chance. But the one thing I will say about Tatooine that kind of annoys me is how AT-STs are just broken on there. You really do need like 4 or 5 heavies with like the anti-vehicle star card, because man, are those things running rampant on Tatooine. It's crazy. Also, you need some starfighters in there to take care of those. Coming in at number 4, I'm going to put Camino. And when I actually started making the list, when I first thought of this video idea, I thought I was going to put Camino at number 1, just because how much, I mean, back on console and even PC, like, I just love playing on Camino. I love, like, the super bright while you're indoors, close quarters, of course, clones versus droids, like clones trying to defend their home world. And I just have memories back on Xbox One of just dominating with the super battle droid down the last objectives while you're trying to go down those long hallways, and it's just you that hallway and you gotta get past it. I just remember popping that overheat ability with the super battle droid and just going to town, and man, I love Camino sometimes. The downfall to this map is, of course, the middle section, when you have to catch everything outside. I feel like that's a sniper's paradise. And it's just really hard sometimes. I actually thought I was going to put Camino number 1, but it's actually ending up on number 4 on my list. Number 3 is going to be Naboo. Now, come on, man. When we first got that gameplay reveal for clones and droids on Naboo back, 2 years ago, when sector is clear, not clear, not clear, and then you get Darth Maul's lightsaber flying through, man, I was so hyped. And then people got to play the beta. I didn't get to play it, but people got to play the beta. And dude, this game had such high hopes. Man, I swear if this game didn't have the rocky launch, it would be amazing. But unfortunately, you know what happened with the rocky launch. Man, I just wish if we had the good launch, this game would probably be flourishing way more than it already is. It's making a comeback, but why am I talking about that now? We gotta keep talking about Naboo. Naboo has really good, I like the 3 lanes. The middle lane is not used too much. That's where the MTT kind of like goes down the map. But if you run through the middle, you're at liberty of the MTT if you're on the clones, which you're defending, so that's awesome. And then once you get inside, I love it. It's kind of a choke point for that second set of objectives when you're trying. It's actually really hard for the droids to win, now that I'm thinking about it. It's kind of not balanced, but it's really fun. It's really hard for the droids to win, and I feel like even when you get to the very, very end, when you're in the palace, and the clones keep on just piling through the doors, and you just can't do anything to keep them out, and it's always staying contested, and you end up just losing. I don't know, man. It's not very balanced, but I like it a lot. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Death Star 2. And, man, I love this map. I've always loved this map, even back on console. I love how it's a galactic assault map, but you're not dealing with any AT-STs, any starfighters. it's just you, heroes, and reinforcements, and you're just going to town. I love the visuals. The gameplay is really good. I feel like it's pretty balanced. And man, like the beginning when the rebels have to run through Tantive 4, that ship that crashes into the Death Star, and it's super bright, it's awesome. When I first played that, I was like, no way, are we able to play on this map? Dude, how awesome would it be if we got a Tantive 4 map? It'd be super close quarters. Maybe it couldn't be a Galactic Assault map. Maybe it'd have to be like, I don't know, like a strike map or maybe like a blast map. If you could do Galactic Assault, obviously there wouldn't be any like vehicles or anything, of course. But I think that'd be so awesome, because on the classic Star Wars Battlefront 2, the Tantive 4 map on there was amazing. I would play that all the time. So how awesome would it be if we got that too? But Death Star 2 plays really well. It's pretty balanced. Nothing more to say about it. It looks really good. And I just think it's a consistently good map, and no one hates playing on the Death Star. So actually, for me, coming in at number 1, which I thought was going to be Camino, I had to actually give the number 1 spot to Kashyyyk. And that's actually going to surprise some of you guys, because some people actually don't like Kashyyyk, but I just think when it comes to balance, replayability, and really, I mean, you could use whatever class you want on really any factors of Kashyyyk, like any of the 3 objectives, you're gonna have success. The MTT marches through the middle and stops, of course, once you get to the MTTs, actually, both of them. It stops once you get to the Super Juggernaut tanks, which are cool. It's so awesome defending those. Even if you have like droids just piling in and you're just trying to do everything you can, and if you have like a good hero inside there, it's really hard to push you out. And then once the droids finally take that, going over into the hangar and trying to take those 2 objectives are really tough, but I think it plays really well. And that's it, guys. That is everything. So this is my opinion, just letting you all know. So of course, I mean, you guys could disagree with me. Let me know in the comments how your list would turn out. Would you switch things around? Would you put Kashyyyk at 1? Do you hate Takodana the worst? I do. Follow me on Twitch, guys, please, and Instagram as well. Having a lot of fun over there. Yeah, that's gonna end it, guys. Jeppy out.